¿Qué pasó, papi?
The biggest event I remember was the day that I left, just because it was very awkward. It was just, I didn't understand. We were packing up, everybody was crying. I was pretty confused about what was going on, and we got on a plane and that was it, you know. I didn't see my friends and my cousins and my grandparents for a couple more years. I was in a completely new place. And I mean, those are really like traumatic, you know, memories for me as a kid. But eventually over time, you know, especially at that age, you kind of forget, you know, especially the negative parts, you know, those bad feelings. And, you know, you just move on. And I mean, at this point in my life, I consider myself as American as, you know, anyone that was born in this country. It wasn't my choice to come here, but, you know, the life that I've had here, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I don't know. It's pretty. You gotta stay pretty focused. You know, gotta have a strong arm. My dad played third base. He taught me how to play third base. Jeremy was playing third base, but now we got him pitching.
Well, I have a small family. My parents, they're both in their early 50s. My mother, she's a nurse assistant. My dad, he's a truck driver. I have a little sister. She'll be 20 this year. She's a sophomore, engineering at City College. And I have a little brother. He will be 14 this year. So he's gonna start high school in the fall. Basically, that's about it. There's not a lot more. They're the first generation that was born here in the United States. So it's very small.
Uno viene aquí, como normalmente dicen los americanos, por el sueño gringo, que establecer su casa, su familia, tener su casa, un buen trabajo, vivir una vida mejor. Y aquí es, uno lo he visto realmente, es el mundo, el país de las oportunidades. Allá hay oportunidades, pero no tantas como aquí.
I didn't study what I'm working in. I studied mechanical engineering, and that was where my issues were, was landing jobs in that field. Especially coming out of Ivy League school, you know, I thought I was gonna come out and just take over the world, you know, by June 1st probably. But it was a long wait. So when I shifted to IT, I was able to get in through the door, you know. To me, it's very important, you know, because of my family, I really want to stay in the tri-state area. It's the area that I know and feel comfortable with, and, you know, the little family that I do have is up here. Just not yet ready to just get out there and start a new life somewhere else, you know, completely alone.
Hello. ¿Cómo estamos? Oh, saludo. Hola.
Espérate. Épale.
Entonces.
¿Cómo está la cosa? Ay.
I never really knew what it was to have like an extended family. My grandparents all stayed in the Dominican Republic. Most of my aunts and uncles as well. And I never had that concept of if your parents aren't helping you out, then, you know, someone else is gonna step in. So it definitely made me very independent, because I knew that aside from them, everything else was gonna fall on me. And then as I grew up, I started realizing that one day they're gonna need someone to step in for them. You know, I've always kept that in the back of my mind, you know, to not only think about myself, but to think about putting myself in a good position to then help them out, and, you know, when that time comes that they need that.
Claro que él sí me ayuda, porque siempre desde que tenía 14 años que empezó a trabajar, aunque él ganara 20 pesos, mami toma, o toma un regalo, porque es bien desprendido y siempre está pendiente, especialmente conmigo. No tengo quejas al respecto.
Yo le compré un spray.
Esto le da un mes de protección.
Aquí al Toby también. At home. Oh, estas son pulseritas.
Sí, un regalo.
Mira uno que tú me diste.
No lo tiene doble.
Voy a dar una latita a ver si quiere. Oh, que son 3. Se pone.
For now, I'd rather help out at home, with, you know, whatever I can until I'm ready to go ahead and get out there. And I would love to see, maybe wait till my little sister graduates, you know, because then she could maybe share the load with me of, you know, helping our parents. You know, they sacrificed a lot for me. They guided me through this entire, you know, trajectory that I've had. And for me to just, you know, get up and say, all right, you know, see you later, just, it doesn't feel right, doesn't mesh well with me.